Hi there. So today we're going to be talking about the conduction system of the heart. So let's first ask, what is the conduction system? The conduction system coordinates the heartbeat by sending signals to the myocardium to contract. It has a rhythmic electrical signal in an orderly fashion. Okay, so the conduction system is coordinated into 5 segments. First on the list is the sinoatrial node. This is a special muscle tissue of cardiomyocytes located in the right atrium. This node acts as a pacemaker that begins our hearts and controls our heart rate. The sinoatrial node sends off signals that expand all throughout the atrium. Then we have the atrioventricular node. It is located also in the right atrium, but more on the lower left of the atrium, close to the atrioventricular valve. This node acts as a coordinator for the electrical conduction of the top of the heart. As you can see right here, we have the sinoatrial node sending off signals down to the atrioventricular node right here. Next, we have the atrioventricular bundle. This is basically a pathway for signals from the atrioventricular node. This bundle continues through the interventricular septum of the apex. As you can see right here, from the AV node, it is sending down signals to the interventricular septum of the apex, and here's where the bundle is located. And lastly, with the conduction system of the heart, we have the subendocardial conducting network, aka Purkinje fibers. This is a process that surfaces from the lower end of the left and right bundle branches. They are made up of modified cardiomyocytes made for the electrical conduction. At the apex, the fibers turn upward through the ventricle myocardium, passing out electrical excitation to the cardiomyocytes of the ventricles. After the fibers distribute the electrical signal to the maximum, the cardiomyocytes reserve it by passing ions from cell to cell. And as you can see right here, sending down from the bundles are the Purkinje fibers. Well, some of you may ask, how does this relate to an electrocardiogram? Well, let's first understand what it is. An electrocardiogram is a record that provides comprehensive images of the heart electrical activity. This is done with an instrument called the electrocardiograph. It relates to the conduction system because it is recording the conduction system of the heart. It records all action potential made by the nodal and myocardial cells, as we mentioned previously. Also, they have 3 principal deflections: P wave, QRS complex, and T wave. The P wave is made when the sinoatrial node expands through the atria, the second part of the conduction system. The QRX complex is produced when signals from the AV node expands through the ventricular myocardium. Lastly, the T wave is created by ventricular repolarization, basically the 4th and 5th process of the conduction system. The repolarization begins in the apex where the bundles branch separately. An electrocardiogram records a lot of information about a normal electrical activity of the heart. This is a graph of a normal electrocardiogram. As you can see, we have the P wave, the QRX complex, and the T wave. And as you can see right here, we have a heart very similar to the heart of the conduction system. And as you can see right here, we have a little bit of what an EKG is about. We have heart rhythm recorded by the electrocardiograph. We have electrodes connected through the body. And we have the graph showing the normal electrical activity of the heart.